let's do a quick demo of how to do Chroma Key on Adobe Premiere Pro. In the lower left-hand corner is your little media window. I'm going to right-click on that, and we're going to import media. And in this case, I have 2 clips that we're going to add to our media window. Let's unselect them so they don't drag over at the same time. So I'm going to drag and drop my background first. So let's do the background first. And then I'm going to unselect that. I'm going to select my main action, put it in a track. And what we have here now, it's too long. What I'm going to do is make this window bigger. And let's make this window bigger. It's actually too long. So what we need to do is we need to trim it. And we're going to go to a point where something's going to happen where, let's do that, where my head is down, and then he's going to lift it up. So in order to cut that, let's select what we want to cut. And if we press the letter C, it becomes a little razor blade. And we ended up cutting that. And if we press V, it goes back to our pointer. So we want to get rid of the highlighted part. So let's hit delete. I'm then going to take the other parts. The audio track is just room tone. It's just sound that was happening in the room while I did this. Hopefully I didn't say anything that I shouldn't have said. What I'm actually going to do then is let's unlink it. Let's get rid of it. So I'm going to right click on that and go to unlink and highlight it and just get rid of it. In case there was any kind of weird sounds going on there. We don't need extra audio because you can hear me now. Now, so let's get rid of this, the rest of the extra part. We'll make it go up to the end of the background so they kind of match. And I will go to, I've highlighted that, and we will go to the razor blade and we'll cut that, cut it, and we'll go back to our pointer and get rid of that. So now what we have is, and if we end up cutting too much, let's make this a little bigger. And what we could see is we made it too big. I made it too small. So I just added a little more, and we'll bring this back to our center. And let's do this so we see the whole thing from 0. Okay, so here I am. Now what I need to do is let's make it fit the window. And you'll see that the green does not go all the way out to the ends. What I'm standing in front of is a super big, deep umbrella. It's a 7-foot umbrella with an LED monolight in it. And it's making really soft light. I've got a little bit of shadow in there. We'll have to deal with that. So now what I want to do, though, is I want to see how far to the left and to the right I actually move, because I'm going to make a mask. So let's start with him here. And so I go all the way to the left here. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to highlight this clip and go to the upper left where it says opacity. I'm going to make the window smaller because I'm going to want to draw a mask. Take the pen and let's draw the mask starting here, and we'll go out to here and follow along. So I know I need to be within that mask. And as you can see, what happened is it just kind of popped open. So let's feather that a little bit. And the way we're going to feather it is, let's just do 20, just an arbitrary number. And what that does is kind of soften the edge of it. Now, in the lower left, we have effects. And in video effects, we have keying. And at the bottom of the keying window is something called Ultra Key. So what I'm going to do is drag Ultra Key on top of the track that I want to do the Ultra Key at. Now, the next thing I need to do is I need to select this part. I need to select that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to where it says key color. And if I hold down the command key, this becomes, it will be a larger, it'll measure 5 pixels as opposed to just 1 pixel. So let's try to find an area that's sort of in the middle of that bright part and this really dark part. So maybe down in here, I'll select that. And right away, it kind of drops out. So let's go in a little closer and see what we have. So we have some stuff here that we really need to get rid of. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to, let's just go to matte cleanup. But first, I'm going to show you some things here where we have highlight and shadow and tolerance and pedestal. All of these things are things to play with. And what we remember is this was a brighter area. So maybe what we'll do is let's see if we can lower that and see if that'll get rid of it. Well, actually, that actually did everything we needed to do. We've kind of got, let's still see a little bit. Let's maybe, well, the highlights down to 0. Well, why don't we go to matte cleanup? And in matte cleanup, we have something called choke. And let's do choke, and that should get rid of the rest of it. And then we still have, in here, you can still see my glasses. So pretty much that's it. That's really, it's very simple. There's more playing to be done with the matte cleanup and the matte generation, but I want you to see what this video looks like with me in this clouds. I really look very impressed by what's happening all around me. And if we look closer, there's probably other little things that we could do. A little green was spilling back, but that's basically it. And one of the most important things to do is to go up here and click save. And we've saved the project. And that's it.